Dubbed the worst kept secret of education. There's a very good chance you've driven past it, but now it is official. DFM listed educator Taaleem has announced a second Harrow International School for the UAE, and this one is right here in Dubai. In fact, not a long way from this studio. Alan Williamson, the CEO of Taaleem, is with us. Morning, Alan.
Morning, it's good to be on. I have to say, with the earlier introduction with the military and diplomatic service, I was disappointed I didn't come on to the James Bond theme tune today, but there you go. Great
we
to be here.
didn't say it, but speaking of rumours and secrets, Alan.
Yeah, I actually drove past Hesse Street a few weeks ago and saw the Harrow Dubai billboard and thought that's not meant to be there yet. But there you go, the interesting concept of building contractors. Yeah, it's brilliant news. We're really pleased. Actually, it's the final part of our initial IPO strategy. When we IPO'd in 2022, we promised in 5 years to deliver 4 premium schools and 1 M&A. And we've done it. We've opened Dubai British School Jumeirah, we're opening Dubai British School Mira, and we've now announced the 2 Harrows. So, and obviously the M&A of the Lycée Français. So 3 years, 2 years in advance, we've completed our IPO strategy.
Well, for those who haven't driven past the hoardings, do you want to explain where it is?
Yeah, it's in a beautiful location, actually, very central to Dubai. And you know, Taaleem have strong relationships with all the estate providers in Dubai and obviously with the government and the regulators. So it's being developed in the Jebel Ali racecourse, a very historic part of Dubai. And that meets Harrow's aims. Harrow, for me, Harrow's tradition meets tomorrow. So we're bringing one of the best schools in England onto such an amazing location.
How much of that very large piece of sand are you going to take up?
Yeah, 50,000 square metres. The one on Sadia Island is 70,000 square metres. You don't get that plot of land in this day and age in Dubai unless you're bringing something like Harrow.
Okay, it is a very big plot of sand. Presumably, you're not going to sit in the middle of the sand on your own. What do you know about what's going to be built around it?
Well, I know if you look at Dubai Hills, I remember coming to another schools group about 12 years ago and standing where the King's School is today. And the owner, a fantastic man, Tayyab Al-Bakr, told me about Dubai Hills. And it was a sandpit. It was literally a sandpit, and the same here. Although, if you look at the residential areas around there, the meadows, the springs, the lakes, you know, there's more than enough capacity to fill a school. And interestingly, school capacity in Dubai, and I'm sure you maybe want to talk about that, is getting pretty high at the moment.
I do, but I want to know what you know about the community that's going to be built around your school.
Yeah, look, I assume, I don't have the exact details. Obviously, the master plan is being developed, and the 2 school plots, the French school and Harrow, are in the middle of that. I suspect it will be a villa community, an apartment community, similar to Dubai Hills.
How is the Dubai Harrow going to differ from the Abu Dhabi Harrow?
Not significantly. We want the values, the traditions, the top quality curriculum, the top quality teaching and learning to be the same in the both schools. The key difference is the boarding. We will be boarding in Abu Dhabi. We took a strategic decision not to board in both cities. There is already 2 small boarding schools in Dubai, and we wanted the boarding on the 70,000 plot to be in the capital of the UAE.
We've had a question in from someone asking if you're concerned about the traffic down Hesse Street.
Look, traffic in Dubai is challenging. If you look at the success of DBS Mira, we're about to open that. Our numbers of enrolment are incredible. I've never seen a new school open. We'll be 600 plus, and I think that's a lot of parents on that side of the city not wanting to come on to Sakim. Hesse Street's being developed, it's being widened, and the timing of the opening chimes with that. But also remember, right next to the school, there's the road coming over from the meadows, from Emirates Hills, from the springs, etc.
What are we talking for fees?
We can announce the fees. I heard that debate earlier on. We will start at 80,000 dirham. And we will open to year 6 just above 100,000 dirhams. We are nowhere near the GEM school that you were talking about earlier. To be honest, we're in the range of other so-called super premium schools, Royal Grammar School, Repton, that are already highly successful and actually at capacity.
Talk to me about that capacity. I mean, you guys have recently just come out with your H1 numbers. They were strong, 15% rise in profit, 18% rise in revenue, and a big rise in both capacity and students. Before we get into your numbers, you alluded earlier to what schools in general are seeing. What are you all seeing?
Yeah, look, it's actually, I'd say, in a situation where we really need new schools. Recently, LEC, who are a really strong market research group, have shown that capacity in Dubai is 86%. Now, that doesn't leave a lot of seats available, especially in outstanding and very good schools. Taaleem are sitting at 77%. It's actually slightly down on last year because we've opened 2 new 1,800 student schools. So we're down about 77%, but that's good news. That means there's seats available, and obviously we're putting the 2 new Harrows in around 1,800. So Taaleem are playing their part in providing seats in quality schools. And Her Excellency Aisha from the KHDA has declared as part of D33 that she'd like to see another 100 schools. But it takes time. It takes 2 to 3 years to build the schools. And obviously we're already planning our next schools.
What kind of, I've got 1 minute left with you, what kind of rise in new students did you see in the first half of the year? And out of that, what kind of rise of that was new residents?
Yeah, we're sitting at 9%. That's actually slightly down on previous years, but it's actually because our schools are full. We don't have any seats. So really, the only seats available are in our new schools, Dubai British School, Jumeirah, Dubai British School, Mira, and now Harrow. I think KHD published around 9% again. And that's a good number of students still coming in. Remember, as I've said before, we're very proud of our reputation, and we're still taking around 40% of our intake from competitor schools, and that's mainly parents who are in what I would call mid-market schools, raising their expectation, taking a seat in a very good and an outstanding school.
From a pure sort of guesstimate point of view, of that 9%, what do you think are new residents?
I would say around 30%, because when you look at our figures of 40% competitors, about 25 to 30% coming in from nurseries into our kindergartens, then you're looking about 30% of expats still coming into a booming city, ditto in Abu Dhabi.
That is Alan Williamson. He is the CEO of Taaleem. The DFM-listed educator has confirmed, or anyone who has a commute down Hessa Street will already know, apart from Richard Dean, who has completely missed it, that the hoardings are up for Harrow Dubai, the second Harrow. 5 seconds. Plans for any others in the Gulf?
Not at the moment. Dubai and Abu Dhabi is booming, and we are very, very happy to continue to expand in the UAE.
Alan Williamson, CEO of Taaleem.